Now it's Nick. All right, so good evening, you guys. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, because of course it's their day.
Most definitely.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes.
It's probably why my mama put all this jewelry and stuff on for herself today. She's always that person, right?
Right.
But today we talk about cultivating success. Welcome to the immersive experience. I'm your guide, Dezulu. And again, today we talk about cultivating success. Not necessarily what success is, but the tools that can help you get there, the things that you'll have to possibly go through, remaining steadfast in the things that you do encounter.
That's right.
So we're going to talk about those things today.
Yes.
From our perspective, my first question that I want to ask you is, what is success to you?
I think success comes in different stages. It doesn't have to be something that's always grandiose, because everybody want to get that bag. They want to have their business. But success comes in small steps. If you're looking to stop smoking, if you're looking to improve your self-esteem, if you're looking to do something personal or be this great volunteer or lose weight, success is different in people eyes, what they plan to do to be successful. So
I agree with that. Like you said, success looks different for everyone.
yeah.
So think of how you view success, and I can think of a few tools that will help you. I think of the quote that Denzel Washington said. When he said, "Without commitment, you'll never start. But most importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish."
Yeah.
So
You have to have consistency. First of all, you have to believe in yourself also, and know that this is something that you desire. This is something that you want to do, and you're going to go forth in it, no matter what people say, because there is going to be somebody out there that's betting that you don't make that success. So believe in yourself most definitely. And for me, trust in God, let God guide you and lead you, and use your wisdom and invest in yourself too. And success is bound to come. Because if you're constantly doing it and building it, I'm gonna tell you a little story about me. I have a cleaning company, and the name of it is called Lucas Enterprise Helping Hands. And when I started out, I had a little bucket. I don't know what I was going to do with that bucket, but I had some sponges and some rags in there and everything. And I would just ask people. And I had went and got me some cards made um, at the local shop, and then I moved to a basket, a laundry basket, and I started putting stuff in there. And then all of a sudden I moved to a big old Molly Maid cart. And I really started investing in myself, and it became very interesting. It's going to become fun to you, because this is something, your success and your business is something that you're doing for yourself or whatever you are pursuing. And so it becomes fun and it becomes real, and I love it. I never thought I would be the cleaning woman, though.
yeah,
I never thought that, but it's something good.
I think that a lot of us have to understand that people will look at us and deem that we're unsuccessful. And I think that's where we fall into the comparison of how far we've come, how far we haven't gone. Simply because we're always comparing ourselves to somebody else. We're simply thinking like, oh, well, they're my age and they've done such and such and such and such and such and such,
Right.
where I'm still just sitting, where I'm not doing enough. But just like you said, I do believe it's about starting exactly where you are, understanding what you are capable of. I don't think it's about moving past what you've already know that you're capable of. Just start with your capabilities. And then as you start, you'll build upon those capabilities and be able to create greater things. You started with a bucket. You
with a
moved to a
bucket. I
basket.
did.
And it's just small steps, you know what I'm saying? All things that carry water.
Yeah.
And so as long as you got a bucket, as long as you have something that can carry water, carry it.
Yeah.
So and that's how success is gonna move for you. As long as you have a package, a tool, get a cup, god dang, like
You got
a
something in that
spoon.
bucket. And what you have in that bucket is your dreams
Yeah.
and your vision and your mindset that you're looking to change. Or you have your aspirations for your family. You have a lot in that bucket. You might not know at that time, but there's a lot going on in that bucket. And then, when you think about quitting, you'd be like, oh, I haven't even really got started. So continue to dig into that vision, to dig into that dream, and really invest in yourself in whatever success is for you.
Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
Yeah, that's true. Ease.
Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
Yeah, I mean, that is so true because when you're trying to move to a different level in life, it's hard to fight that battle. Moving into success is it's challenging because there's so many steps and you just can't give up. I found myself like, oh, I'm gonna stop cleaning. I'm not getting enough customers. Or woo woo. I would have my own little pity party, but it's like you haven't even started. You haven't even started, and so you just keep on going. Because success. Sometimes we look for a microwave package. We want it now. It should happen. But I tell you what, you got to look for people. No, 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 until you get to some yeses. And that's just in doing the business. But and that goes with if you want to lose weight or if you want to uh, be educated, whatever you want to do, there's going to be a battle, but you got to be ready for the fight and you got to make it right for yourself and keep moving. I mean, cry, wipe your tears, do what you got to do, but you got to keep going on because your future is at hand and your family.
I think that's one thing that I wrote down in my notes where I said that you have to meet you where you are so that you can rescue you. There is no other place that you can be more successful than where you are.
Right.
If I can start here, step up just a little bit. And then also I think one important thing about being successful is understanding who's for you, who's not for you,
right,
who's really sitting here rooting for your demise.
Right.
And I think that a lot of times when we're doing things where we want to be on the path to success, we let our loneliness play a part in how we're feeling. Because when you get focused on something that you really want to do, you're gonna find out who was really for you, who is not for you, and it can get discouraging. I really feel like it's a lot of things where I wake up a lot of days and I'm just like, dang, I really thought you was fucking with me and you ain't even fucking with me. The fuck. It hurt because it's kind of like a thing where it's like, oh, I thought we was gonna be able to be friends, walk through this together, grow together, start something together, and then, but I guess that's just your expectations of another person.
Right.
So you can only focus on yourself. Was talking about in the car, and I asked her, I said, well, how much do you actually think you control? And we came to the conclusion that we only control 1%.
Ourselves.
Yeah, so
ourselves. We
can only control
ourselves.
What you do, what you put into yourself, what you deem yourself that you are.
Yeah.
You have to understand that you have to keep growing because that's what it is to be human. We're never gonna stop. We're never gonna get stagnant. We're never gonna just like that plant.
It's like this flower right here, this plant. Isn't it beautiful?
And you just gotta keep growing. You gotta keep thinking. My mom says that dreams without goals are just illusions.
It's illusion. It is
illusion. And ultimately, they feel disappointment.
Yeah.
And that, because this is all something that Denzel Washington said, because he said dreams without goals are just dreams.
Right.
And ultimately, they feel disappointment. On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline. But more importantly, you must apply consistency, because without commitment, you'll never start. And without consistency, you'll never finish. Now, I just really, really want to reiterate those things because that's really real, you know? So you have to understand that in achieving success, your greatest enemy will be your ego.
Yeah.
And I think that just goes back to what we were talking about how I could see other people achieving things, especially things that I want to see myself achieving. Mm-hmm. So it's easy for me to compare myself to somebody else, especially if you're achieving things that I want to achieve. Yeah. Oh, you're taking trips. I want to be taking trips. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're losing. I could remember, I could see everybody losing weight, and it wasn't anything where I was just like, oh my God, I was really genuinely happy for everybody that was losing weight, you know? And so for me, it was a thing that was kind of like, I'll get there. As soon as I'm ready, well, I just had to keep prompting myself to do the things, but it just happened. It happened unconsciously for me because of the job that I had started working. And that job really gave me the boost, I guess, the push that I needed to just kind of like, okay, this is what you're going to be doing. You're free, you go. And I was just working. I was working hard. It was physical work that I had never done before. So when I started seeing the results, I liked them. Yeah. So for me, it was more important for me to just be like, hey, a switch really had to flip in my head. To just be like, fuck that. This is what I want. How do I get it? Yeah. And I had to start moving in a manner that would help me achieve that. And I feel like anybody that's against you achieving your dreams, they shouldn't be with you at that time. Right. Circle the block, come back around. That's if I want you there. Not like, but for me, a lot of the times it is. Maybe we're just growing apart at this time. Maybe we are just taking it. So you have to really take into account the people you have in your corner, the people that say that they're there for you. Right. That claim they love you, that claim they support you. You really have to take all of those things into account. So
nothing happens overnight. A wonderful speaker named Miles Monroe said, never, like, unless you have the money to do it, don't quit your 9 to 5. Don't quit your job, because that's part of your investment in what you're trying to do. I mean, when you're starting a business, don't quit your job, but always, come home and practice on what you got, because the rest of the hours belong to you. You can burn that candle all night long if you want to make this vision and this dream come to a reality, because the transformation is amazing. I come from a poor family and poverty and stuff like that, and I've never really had anything until I got older, and I said to myself, I just want to see if I can do it. I always had that thought of thinking, I want to see if I could do it. I want to see, and when you're working on your character, when you're working on your integrity, when you're working on your faith, when you're working on your belief, all of those things are like the fruit of the spirit, and you got to keep those type of, characters with you. It's like you are the tree, and you got to keep that on you and say, I'm gonna move by faith, because faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to keep moving toward it. You got to be, hold on one moment.
Well, should be having props for days.
I'll tell you what, too. Let me tell you. Excuse me. You got to be your biggest cheerleader. You got to cheer yourself on, like just one thing. Oh, I lost 5 pounds. Oh, I lost 3 pounds. Yay for me. Oh, I contacted a person. They say they want me to clean their house. Yay for me. Yes, I step further in my faith. Yes, I start believing in me more. Those things, they start adding up. It becomes plus, 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 plus. And those are the things that you have to keep working on. And it's amazing. And you will see the transformation. It is a guarantee. If you keep on working on your success, you're going to see the transformation. But in the midst of doing all of that, you must stay humble. You can't rise up with pride and arrogancy and what is that other word? Egotistic, or become a narcissistic.
Narcissistic.
Yeah, you can't do that, because that will take you out the game. Some other things will start happening to you, and then, you know, it can become ugly. But humbleness is the way, and always. Here's that mustard seed of faith right here. You gotta keep that right there, yeah. And and you gotta keep that. It grows exponentially. Yeah. So this is where success. This is where success falls at.
So one thing that we have consistently repeated is you need to set clear goals. Set goals that are achievable, that are obtainable. Don't set it outside of your means. Set it within a place where you can actually reach the goal. So it's not to say within the first month you're going to say, or if we're talking about weight loss, we're not saying, in the first month I'm looking to lose 100 pounds. Right. You're being funny. However,
they write it down. Make it plain. Write it down. Make the vision plain. Write it down. Get a calendar book and just start charting some days for yourself on how you want to move about being successful. And then that way you have a benchmark, and you can go back and you can look at it and say, did I do this? Did I keep up with it? Did is there a change? And so that's what you want to do also.
So make a plan of action.
So
that you can achieve your goals. How are we going to go about obtaining the goals that we want to achieve?
Yes.
That plan of action, that's going to push us right into exactly where we need to be, because these goals are obtainable. Right. Now, since I know that they're obtainable, what do I need to do to go about achieving these goals?
Most definitely. You want to surround yourself with people in a direction that you're going, because a lot of people will not. They'll say, hooray, great for you. But when you start bursting out with all this newness that you have, if they're not there with you on that journey, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to understand where you're going. They're not going to understand where you're going. And so you want to surround yourself around people who is moving in the same direction that you're moving, because that's getting that group support. That's getting that peer support. That's having people in your corner that you can talk to. Because sometimes you may have a vision that's weird to people who don't understand where you're going, and like, oh, she's talking crazy, or say, oh, I heard from God, or something like that. Like, oh, she went crazy.
Like-minded people.
So you want to find like-minded people.
A mentor, something of that nature, something of that sort. Somebody who can help you.
Yes.
Zoom in on your skills, on your talents, on exactly what you want to do with your life. Somebody,
and then you can also write your skills and your talents down.
Yeah.
Are you a good communicator? Are you a good orator? Are you a good, whatever you're good at? Just, because sometimes, meditation. You have to, come to a place where it's just you and you're sitting down and you're thinking and you're just writing all of this down. It's amazing what happens. When you see all of that, you be like, oh, I got all of this inside of me.
I think that just goes back to everything that I always talk about on this podcast. That's why it's called the immersive experience. Because I believe that self-development is crucial to anything that you want to do in life.
Yeah.
Developing yourself, understanding yourself, knowing what you need to succeed is very important. So to me, it's all about understanding what tools you need to get to the places that you need to get to.
Yes.
If you know that you're a procrastinator, then it's more about staying on yourself to understand, like, hey, I got to get this done sooner than later. Right. If I consistently keep procrastinating, then I'm going to be waiting to the last minute. And if you understand that you work better under pressure, then how can you get yourself out of that mode? How can you get yourself out of, I work better if the conditions are in crunch time.
Right.
So that's why you have to understand yourself. That's why you have to know who you are. That's why it's good to take the time to develop yourself, get alone, love yourself, focus on yourself, take care of yourself.
And do you know your brain power? And what I'm saying like that, my brain works good in the morning time, If I come home and then I eat, it's a wrap. We're not doing nothing. And do you work better at home, or do you need to be in a library that's cultivating, your mind, and it's a whole different atmosphere. Sometimes you need to go to different places, but understand your brain power. Is your brain good at nighttime? Is it good? Is it the best time to write and to think, about your dreams at 12 midnight? I know early in the morning when it's silence, that's a good time for my brain when I wake up, because if I've had a really, busy day, sometimes I do take time out, if I had a busy day, but for the most part, I like to catch it when there's peace and when I can just write it down and then I'll come back and look at it.
I think another big part of success is not letting your failures define you.
Yeah.
I think being able to overcome those failures, learning from them, understanding where you messed up the last time, and being able to implement that failure as a lesson is way more important and crucial to your success than most people think that it is. Because most times that when we fail, it's more of a thing like, oh, fuck it. They probably already thought I was going to fail anyways. Who the fuck cares? I might as well just stay on my ass. But no, get back up. Try again. Try a million in one time.
I know, right?
Rome was not built in a day. Neither will your success. You have to remember that success is a journey, not a destination.
Not a destination. And you can re-strategize anything. Mm-hmm. You can come back to the board and say, oh, this didn't work. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, yeah, I like that right there. So you can re-strategize it, and come back to it and make a choice.
So just understanding that your plans are not set in stone.
They're not set in stone.
They're malleable. You can change them at any time. It doesn't matter if something goes sideways. It doesn't matter if something falls off and it doesn't look the way that you want it to look. Right. You can still make it look the way that you need it to look.
Because what vision you have before you.
Yeah.
You see it. And so, try and error is what it is. But don't give up.
And you also have to hold your vision, because a lot of people will come in and try to change it. I think a lot of people will come in and try and give you different directions, put their opinions on it. And I mean, you can only take from a person what resonates with you. So I feel like, oh, that'll be good for my business. We can try that. We'll see how that works. But I think a lot of times, even just doing my podcast and stuff, I have a lot of people who will come to me and they'll be like, oh, you should talk about such and such and such and such. And I'm just like, that's not what my podcast is about. But thank you for your input. It's very valuable.
Having that experience, and that's gonna take you to the next level of life, and make you proud of yourself is something you can't even put a price on it. It's priceless, and so success comes in many different forms and ways, and
going to college, being the first person to go to college out of your family.
I know.
Even just getting a car, getting a job, getting a job at McDonald's. If your friend's not fucking with you while you struggling, leave them the fuck alone. If you're a person if you see me struggle and you make my struggle harder while you see I'm trying to achieve success, like, fuck you, bitch. Like, I don't want you. I don't care about you. Like, what are you doing? That's a problem. That's a problem for me. I want people who are going to root for me the same way that I root for them. So I think that's gonna be a big crux of success for you. Like, it's big, because a lot of times we say that we don't need people, but we need communities. We wholeheartedly need the community.
We need communities. We do.
I don't need you to come in my life and make it worse, but I need you as a resource. I need you as a person who can help me, help cultivate me going through my success. I need that. I don't just need a person who's gonna come in and that's why I'm so fond of the truth. That's why I'm so big on it. That's why people probably think I'm so rude. Because the truth, it means a lot to me. It can help you in a lot of different ways. It can help you see where you're messing up at. Are you taking accountability for the way that you're falling when on the road to your success? When you take those stumbles.
Taking accountability. That is what's really important. Taking that accountability. Do not be scared.
You've taken accountability for the dream.
Be fearless.
Yeah.
And just do it. If you're gonna fail fail and fail yourself all the way to success.
Fall 7 times and get up 8.
And just keep on getting
You
up.
hear me? Yes.
Don't stop. Get it. And that's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Be persistent. Be persistent about
you got it in your head, you know.
Your goals, your plans.
Yes.
That's the only way. What consistency? Consistency is key. For every time you're gonna hear it.
Have it.
Keep your candle lit.
Yes.
I've seen this poster board 1,000,001 times.
Candle lit. Don't let nobody blow it out. Keep it lit. Turn it. Make it straight.
I don't know if the light is blinding it, maybe, but
kind of.
You got a lot of like Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
We love you. John said we love you. We appreciate you this day. Hey John, how you doing? Narissa said Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
John said you got them pom poms. He said tell you to jump up and down. Ajna said Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in to the immersive experience.
Exactly.
She got some oxtails she gotta cook now.
I'm cooking that meal, you know. So yeah. And know that I love my family and my children, and whatever you do, have a reason behind your why.
Yeah.
Have a reason behind your why. You know, and just keep pushing and trust God.
Your story is the reason behind my why.
Yeah.
I think that I know that you helped mold me into the person that I am today. Broke Dusty asked Mitch. Mitch. He his name on Facebook.
Okay.
It's Broke Dusty, and he asked the question today of like, you guys, what do you love, or what did you love about your mom? Like, you know, what's something that you love about your mom? Mm-hmm. And what I had put on there was her ability to show me her, which allowed me to freely become who I am, to speak, to search for me, to find me freely, because you were so free and showing me you.
Yeah.
I'm not even worrying about, oh, this is where I failed at, this is where I messed up at. There was not like a thing where maybe you had shame, maybe you carried all of those things, but even in all of your shame and stuff like that, you still helped me learn. That's why when I wrote the post this morning, it was like, you helped me see that the biggest lessons go unseen.
It was such a beautiful post. You think you can read that before we?
Yeah, I'll read it.
Yeah. It was such a beautiful post. I love what she had put on there this morning. Okay, we'll find it on there. Yeah, so stay focused, be encouraged, don't stop. Success looks different in the eyes of everybody, but as long as you reach what you have started and just keep on doing it. I have experienced setbacks, but I got right back up just like a trooper. You know, I'm on it. You got to be on it. And you got to be proud of yourself. And like I say, you got to cheer yourself on, you know, because woo-hoo. You got to keep going. Don't stop. The ladder, you know, a step might break in the ladder. You just rebuild it. Yeah. That's what you do. You rebuild it and keep going up, you know, because your determination is what matters.
So the post says, my mother is proof of everything that's never been seen. You want a story of triumph, a story of pain. She chose a story of gratitude for every obstacle she overcame. She chose humility when she stumbled and picked herself up with grace. She put her children on her back and fortified her armor with the word of God. If against all odds was a person, it's my mom. I seen faith at work. I seen her favor firsthand. I seen walking depression. I seen her fight for her life, and the demons she fought never stood a chance. I seen doubt, but the ability to push through. I seen how fear made you courageous. I watched you take your first steps into you, and then I watched you run. The most beautiful thing I ever seen you do was flow right into you. This year, I thank you for teaching me that the biggest lessons go unseen. Happy Mother's Day. I love and celebrate you every day.
That's exciting.
Anyway. Well, I do appreciate you guys You're welcome, Mother.
That's my baby.
I thank you guys for tuning in to the immersive experience tonight. And again, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out
And
there.
we have roses for everybody.
Okay.
You get a rose. You get a rose.
On our Oprah shit and all that.
Everybody gets a rose.
Can't give you
All
a card.
Mothers, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Yeah. It's never an easy task, but yeah, that was the best part of my life. One of the best parts of my life is being a mother. Yeah, I know my kids. Yeah. Okay.
Get to know me. That's why I say if my mama told it to you, then it's me. I don't fight much that she be telling me about me. If it's about me, I'll be fighting how she be trying to tell me how to handle things. That's usually the problem. Y'all be wanting me to come down. I'll be like, no, they gonna get this demon.
Y'all see how Desiree is a cussing sailor, a sailorette, okay? And I love her for who she is and all of my kids. I don't try to change nothing. But if I see something going too far, then I step in. But for the most part, she be grown.
I be handling my shit.
Yes.
I had a woman who handled it with grace every single time. But baby, sometimes you gotta go demon on these motherfuckers because obviously they don't understand the angel that I am until I show them the demon that I was. I'm your demon child, mama.
Yes, you is.
Okay. But no, for real. I tried to end this a million and one times. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the immersive experience.
God bless you all.
Yes, we appreciate it. You guys enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day evening and have a good one. Bye.
Bye.